Hello YouTube and welcome into another part 0 video alongside our one more marathon. I am the game mechanic. Today we're talking about Matthias of Hungary, a very unique civ leader. Takes advantage of some mechanics that you don't often utilize in levying city-state armies and being able to do something effective with them combat-wise. Also has an incredibly powerful ability with Pearl. Let's get into it. Raven King. So levied units gain 2 movement and 5 combat strength. Takes 75% less gold to upgrade levied units, and also resources. So like if you want to turn warriors into swords, you don't need as much iron. If you levy troops from a city-state, you get 2 envoys, and then we have other things as well. So let's talk about Raven King. This is a very, very interesting ability. First of all, the ability to levy and buy envoys is already really, really strong and really, really interesting to me. Just city-states in general in Civ 6 are great. They're powerful. Put on barbarian mode for even more of them, etc., etc. Just the ability to buy them is frankly outstanding. And then if you take advantage of this early enough, or throughout the game, but early enough, if you can time this with some swords and some iron and stuff, you can absolutely wipe out your opponent with like with a city-state sort of initial setup. Two movement and 5 combat strength is kind of silly too. Think about like Persia and how awesome it is to get 10 turns of 2 extra movement and stuff with his surprise war ability. Levying can last 30 turns, which is kind of silly. And the fact that you get those envoys means that you're probably securing that city-state. You're probably securing your suzerain of that city-state for a little while longer at least, because one of the things about this ability is there is some risk to it in that if you levy a city-state's army and then they put enough envoys back in that city-state, you could lose that entire investment, which obviously would be tragic. But really, really interesting. Again, because you can upgrade them so easily, like at any point in the game, you can just kind of grab some warriors and turn them into muskets or something like that. And the extra movement is really good. Now, weird anti-synergy between this and like Better Balance Starts, which I've been running a lot lately. So Better Balance Starts often pushes city-states out to the fringes of the map, which is really nice for like a typical game, you know, setting up your empire, you know, them being in snow or on an island somewhere where it's not land that you want. But this, it makes it a little more awkward because generally, like if you're going to do that sword war, that classic era, like early war with this, you kind of want a city-state that's right in between you and the person that you want to kill. So keep that in mind if you're running mods and things like that. But overall, a very unique and fun ability. Then we have Pearl of the Danube, or Danube. 50% production towards building and districts across a river from a city center. So this is incredibly powerful. You don't always need to like stress about every last tile. Like if this simply gets you 50% production towards a commercial hub, that's great. Commercial hub and a market, like that's awesome. The fact that it does buildings is really, really powerful. This will never apply to an encampment because they can't be next to your city center, but again, commercial hub is the obvious choice. Aqueducts, industrial zones, like it really changes the efficiency offering of an industrial zone for me, particularly with the buildings and stuff. So getting that extra production towards it is really, really strong. And then also you can pair this with Magnus and chop things and get double production. Really, really strong. Get some early commercial hubs down, get some early districts down with a chop or 2 with Magnus. Really, really strong. Just powerful. Also, your whatever the purple district with the synergies with city states works well. I can't remember the name of it. Forgive me. Consulate? Well, no, that's the building. Whatever. That's one where you can't buy the buildings, and so it's also it works well with that one too. Black Army and Hussar. These are medieval and industrial era light cavalry. They're fine. They're slightly stronger than the typical unit that's there. Again, you're hopefully using city-state armies and stuff, but they're nice. They're mobile. They can get some extra combat strength either with levied units or alliances. Again, kind of a weird value offering there with the alliances because you're probably going to be killing people, but whatever. They're fine. The fact that there's 2 of them is really nice because that's double era score. So throughout the game, like it's just nice to be like, oh, I'll grab a black army and I'll hit my next golden age or whatever. The thermal bath is it's fine. It's actually kind of interesting. So this is 2 amenities and 2 production that extends to each city center within 6 tiles. So it's like a mini AoE effect for a entertainment complex is where this goes. You can only get the effect once, so it doesn't stack as you would expect. Same thing with industrial zones generally. Unless you have vertical integration going. And then tourism. Tourism is interesting too. You can get 3 tourism and 2 amenities if there's at least 1 geothermal fissure in the city's borders. That kicks in right away. You don't need flight for that. So kind of there's a lot going on here. None of it's like crazy to go out of your way for, but what it does bring with it, and what Pearl brings with it as well, is not only a river bias, which is one of the best in the game, but a geothermal fissure bias. It's not as strong as the river bias, but it generally means that you'll be near a continent split, which is good for that early Eureka. And then it's just really nice for like amenity diversity and stuff like that. So he has frankly one of the best start biases in the game, thanks to these 2 features. Matthias, super fun, super unique, just a very, very unique playstyle and a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoy your games with him. How do you like to play him? Does anyone do thermal bath tourism? Is that a thing? Twitch.tv/thegamemechanic. Come join us live in person on the internet, and thank you for watching.